Morning. It's PCOS day. So if you have family or friends that are suffering, please grab them, get them in front of us. We're going to do a deep dive today on PCOS. It's pretty cool. You're going to learn a lot. I learned a lot. I knew some, didn't know everything. So and we're leaving today for Ireland. I'm so excited. Hi, Blueberry. Hi, Paula. Hi, Aunt Kiki. Love that. Nice to see everybody. Okay, welcome in. I'm going to share out the live real fast so we get all our peeps in here, and then we're going to get started. It's kind of cool because the weather's like damp here in New York right now, so it's setting us up for the rainy sort of Irish weather. But somehow it never really matters because it's so wonderful over there. So today we're going to do this whole month of May. I'm going to be talking about autoimmune. And today our first one is going to be PCOS, because I see a lot of young women are really having a hard time with PCOS. So I thought maybe it would be great to just kind of dig in. So if you know people it's going to be good. And then there's a whole packet that you can download too. And then I'm making my coffee, which is really always important. Good morning, Robin. Eee! Good morning. All right, so PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Let me just move this over, my notes. Good morning. Cheers. It's getting ready. All right, I'm ready. Let me just pour it in here. It's Ireland Day. We leave for the airport in a few hours. I'm excited about going. A little worried, but excited, It's all the crazy. It's all the crazy. Hi, Jesse. So if you guys have, if you have friends or people that you know, hi, Gabrielle. If you have people that you know that are suffering from PCOS, or just want to learn about it, today's the day. Polycystic ovarian syndrome, ovary syndrome, polycystic ovary syndrome. Often it's talked about as a diagnosis of a diagnosis, but I'm gonna talk about it from a perspective or lens of the kitchen pharmacy, and talk about it as an imbalance. Hi, Bianca. Nice to see you. Thank you. I hope so, right? I think so. I think it's going to be great. Excited to get out there. We're actually staying in Airbnbs the whole time, so it's going to be fun. I'm going to come live every day with you guys. We're going to chat. Maybe I'll chat in an hour, and then I'll take you out and show you fun stuff that we're going to be doing, talking about food there, the fun. Good morning, Andrea. So I like to bring you guys on for part of the kitchen pharmacy. The thing that's important to me is that I want to show you that just because somebody gets a diagnosis of some kind of syndrome or imbalance, that there's some type of or disease or something like that. I like to come from a naturopathic, functional medicine. Hey, Renee. I know, I'm on vacation officially right now. We leave for the airport in a few hours. But I had to come on and do our kitchen pharmacy class. So I like to come from a perspective of, we all get the information of allopathic medicine, regular, standard American diet medicine. But I like to come from a perspective of like functional medicine, holistic medicine, integrative, all those terms, all the things, naturopathic. I want you to see that lens. And I think that's extremely important to see it from this perspective, because when you do, you learn so much more, because there's a piece that's connected to food, food and mood and trauma and all of those things. And nobody ever talks about that stuff. So I like to give you that perspective. So for me, PCOS, a lot of the autoimmune starts with, years and years and years of poking and digging and, imbalances in the body. And then finally your body goes, uh-oh, not interested in this anymore. Think, So, hi, Connie. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Hi, Cindy. So from that perspective, and if you guys could just share, and let's get the live out, because I think this is a really important conversation to have. Thank you, Connie. Thanks for that heart. I appreciate it so much. Very helpful, guys. All right. So PCOS, it affects ovulation, hormone signaling, metabolic function, and it's commonly identified through elevated androgens and irregular cycles, ovarian cysts, and those are not really the actual origins of PCOS, but that's where they go to find it. So I think part of really understanding PCOS is that we have to look at what is an androgen. What does that mean? And an androgen is a type of hormone that helps regulate growth, metabolism, and the reproductive function. Okay, so when they look at blood work, when they look at all of these tests or do these tests, they're going to check the androgens. Why? Because those are the things that get elevated when. Hey, Christina, nice to see you. Come follow us. This is a great live to follow us and be part of the party. Love to have you. Hi, Mags. We are talking PCOS today. I kind of feel like I want to promote this live because I think it's just so important. I wonder how hard that is to promote while we're here now already. Let me see if I can do it. I'm going to try it. Hold on, please. Hi, Tyler. Good morning. All right, so PCOS, right? Oh, look at that. So we are talking about PCOS today. PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. This is, and I'm repeating myself just so when people first get in here. Hi, Barb. Nice to see you. I love all the new names that I get to see. So it affects ovulation, hormone signaling, metabolic function, and it's commonly through it's commonly identified, hi Amanda, through elevated antigens, irregular cycles, and ovarian cysts. So these are like, thank you, I love the cup too. These are that you can get these in our merch, and it's 20% off right now with Mother's Day. Mom. That's the code. Okay, androgens. Androgens are a type of hormone that regulates growth, metabolism, and the reproductive function. And they're often called male hormones, but that description is not really the full picture. Women naturally produce and need androgens, just in smaller, more balanced amounts. Androgens play a very important role, right? For men and women, they support muscle strength and metabolism. They influence energy, motivation, and they contribute to bone health. They support libido, and they act as the building blocks for other hormones, including estrogen. So keep all of those things in mind. That's a lot, that's a heavy lift, right? So the most well-known androgen is testosterone, but there are others like DHEA and androstenedione. I'm so bad at medical terms. I like food terms. Androgens in women. In a healthy, balanced state, women produce small amounts of androgens for the ovaries and the adrenal glands. Think about that. Very important. Adrenal glands are energy, and the ovaries are part of the reproductive system, and you need all of that. Got a little bug, right? So those things are really important for the body. And when they're out of whack, these are all the things that start to unravel for us. These levels are meant to stay steady, right? So you don't want them dominant, you want them steady and supporting the body. So when androgens become too high, that's what happens in PCOS. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Hi, Casey Ann. Hi, Gigi. That's what I meant to say. Oh, right. XX produces testosterone, but XY doesn't produce estrogen. Yes, gotcha. Yeah, interesting, right? Okay, so now with conditions like PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, androgen levels can rise higher in the body than the body's designed to manage, so it can't handle it. And some of the signs you see is like acne or oily skin, facial or body hair growth, thinning hair on the scalp, irregular or missing cycles. And from a functional perspective, this often ties back to elevated insulin, blood sugar imbalance, and inflammation. All the things we talk about all the time. Elevated insulin, blood sugar imbalance, and inflammation. Here we are again. We're back in the same gerbil wheel, right? We always get there. The body's being pushed into a state where it produces more androgens than it needs. And once that happens, your body, it's very hard to like reset it sometimes because, well, first of all, nobody really talks like this, right? Because they don't really give you all of this information. And androgens aren't bad, right? They're powerful, supportive hormones, but like everything in the body, they have to be balanced. And when they rise high or fall out of that, your body's natural rhythm, the body starts speaking through symptoms. And that's for everything, right? Yes, but not impossible. You can support your body, and I think part of this is going to be part of the conversations in the baby book, Tyler, because I think this is I address this in the baby book that I'm working on for like pre-pregnancy. Get this in balance, try and get this under control. And I have a lot of this for you guys. I did a lot of different pictures. I love Canva. Do you guys use Canva? I love Canva. Look, I made you guys a little picture. So balanced androgens, you get supports healthy cycles, clear skin, steady energy, and overall well-being, right? Hormones are in harmony. High androgen, too many androgens can throw the body out of balance, right? Almost, really it could. And nobody talks about that. So this may lead to irregular cycles, acne, excess hair, weight gain, mood swings, and fatigue. And then low androgens, too few androgens can also cause imbalance, right? And that leads to low energy, low libido, mood changes, and hormone irritability. Very important. I was listening to that podcaster, and she had on a woman who was talking about these new types of hormones. I kind of want to get her on here. I don't know if she'd come talk to us, but I would love it. Our tappers, you know. So let's talk about. I want to talk to you from different perspectives of holistic healing. So from functional and naturopathic medicine, that sort of view, PCO reflects a deeper disruption, and it's blood sugar instability, chronic inflammation, liver overload, gut imbalance, adrenal stress, and environmental burden. Now, if you think about that, you're like, oh my God, that's too many things. And if you're suffering or you've been diagnosed with PCOS, you start to go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, that's too many things. But if you go after each individual thing, and you start to like look at that, you will start to notice that it's not as big of a mountain to climb as you think, right? You start looking blood sugar instability. Let's boil it down to the very basic. A good lean fat protein, healthy fats, and fiber. That's it. Focus on that, right? Every meal, make sure you get some of that. Avocado, scrambled eggs, maybe a little bit of quinoa, piece of salmon, and some delicious, I don't know, carrots or a roasted butternut squash. You see where I'm getting? Liver overload. Now, with liver overload, you could probably take an herb like milk thistle, or is it psilocybin, I think is the milk thistle. Hey, Garrett, we don't dry tag here, please. Hi, Eugene. Thanks for the follow. Crispy, thank you. Thank you. Love those heart me's. We love them. I put up some galaxy love today. Hi, Cher. Good morning. We're talking about PCOS. Gut imbalance, right? Gut imbalance, that's a little more difficult. But again, if you're eating that, if you stay in that pocket of fiber, protein, healthy fat, you're going to see your gut's going to start to balance out. Adrenal stress, a lot of these things for me speak to supplements, and because I'm a chef, I don't like to talk about supplements too much. I find that people, but I want to show you a supplement that I use. Let me see. I think I have it packed. Hold on, let me run over here. I think I have one other place I'm gonna look. I got it. If you're having adrenal fatigue, that comes from a lot of stress. And also, you know what I notice adrenal fatigue comes from too? And we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna dig a little deep into this. It's gonna be one of our extra kitchen pharmacy classes. The adrenal stress also comes from, you drink a lot of coffee, you're eating sugar, you're getting those insulin spikes, right? You're up and you crash, and you're up and you crash. And then do you have dietary recommendations for somebody with kidney disease? My sister's been diagnosed. Cher, I definitely do. We have a whole kidney health section in the recipe vault. You can, here, let me show you where you can go. Today, I can't really chat with you about that. Tomorrow night during Q&A, I will do that. How am I using shop tools? I didn't do that. Guys, hold on a second. I might have to come in and out of my live today because I don't want that on. Hold on, guys. Hi, Jamira. We're talking about PCOS today, but all of a sudden I'm having a hard time sharing my... Tyler, can you fix that for me? I thought I shut that off. Are you still here? Okay, here. Okay, that's better. All right. I think I got it back. Sorry, guys. I don't, this is not a shop live. All right, here. Tyler, can you shut this off for me, please? I don't want shop tools on for this class. Sorry, guys. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi, P. Curly. We're talking about PCOS. Hold on a second. Guys, I think I'm going to have to leave the live and come back. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this is happening. Oh, it's back. Okay, good. Oy. Okay, fixed it. Sorry. I don't like that. I want this live to be about healing. Sorry. Okay, Cher, sorry. To get back to you, if you go right there, that will help. You reach out to me and I can send you in the direction of the kidney health and then we can chat about it. But yes, there's a lot of good information about kidney disease. This one today, though, is PCOS. And we also did, I've also done a, what do you call it? One of those kitchen pharmacy packets we did a while back on kidney health. We can address it again, which I think will be good, you know? All right, so from that, so gut imbalance, adrenal stress. Okay, so let me show you. These, let me see if I can mirror us. All right, I'm gonna mirror the camera. So I take one or both of these supplements. They're one, oops, this way. If you want to take a picture, one is Metagen. It's very hard. This is so ridiculous. Okay. Having a little stress today, guys. Metagenics, Adarest. And I've also, this one you can't get. This is made by a doctor for me. But Metagenics does a wonderful one if you're having adrenal fatigue. And you will know it because it's like, hey, everybody, welcome in. You will know it because you will feel those crashes and you will feel that good morning, Ta. You will feel those crashes and the exhaustion you will feel. And then you take a supplement that helps with adrenals and you'll be like, oh, I can do that. This one, I tell people, I can't really say that on here, Cassandra. If you DM me, I'll tell you where you can go to get it. But for me, you know, you're not. I get a V if I say that to you guys. But if you do that, I don't even know how to explain it, but you can do some research and you can find it. Just don't go to the river and buy vitamins, the river shop. Don't go there. That doesn't work. Yeah. Hey, John, how's it going? So, okay, so adrenal and then environmental burden. What does that mean? What are you using in your dishwasher? What kind of soap are you using in your dishwasher? What kind of soap do you wash your clothes with? What kind of shampoo do you use for your hair? What cleaning chemicals do you use in your house? You know, you want to, especially with PCOS and any type of autoimmune, those are in a lot of times environmental factors that you need to look at, and you want to clean that up. That's going to take away environmental load. Life is lifting. It is. You know, that'll take away environmental load. I use Cadia, which is a brand from a large distributor, but it's a natural, clean, no chemical, no smell. For my dishwashing, I love these. These do a great job. Drops, they're called, Ultra Wash, bio-based, powerful detergent, but it's got and it's unscented. The first time I noticed that, you know, I had those pods and they were in our dishwasher and I walked by and there was this steam coming out and the smell, I freaked out. I got an instant headache and that was it. I threw it all. My husband was like, what are you doing? That smells so expensive. I'm like, I don't care. That is never going in my dishwasher again. Ever, 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 ever. And if you have those plug-in things that make the house smelly, throw them out. We did a whole video on, I made some and showed you guys how to make them with beeswax. I'll show you what we use. I have this little thing that I use to keep our house, and it's made with organic beeswax and coconut oil. Smell that. It's called Calm. And I got all of these liquid, oh my God, that smells so good. This is all with organic ingredients. My husband and I made them, and I did a video, and I get my oils. Hold on, I'm coming to show you. I get my oils, I have tons of them from a company called Natural Flavors, and you can buy them, they're organic, and I make all different flavors, and we put a little tea light candle and burn it, and you can get all different kinds. You don't have to get one like this. We just happen to like that cast iron gig, but you can get all of these oils organic and create your own pretty smelly things. If you have kids, it's great because it's a project for them. And we made all these melts. I'll show you. There was silicone. Look, we did campfire. I have Calm. And then we just melt them. Oh, this one is Ocean Breeze, Natural Flavors. And Erica, what I love about that company, I mean, I have a wholesale account because I'm in business, but they're not that expensive. They have organic cotton candy flavors, like 200 different flavors that you can buy organic cotton candy. Like, it's the sugar. I break it down a little bit because it's a little large for my cotton candy machine. But you know, when the kids were little and they'd have birthday parties, I would use the organic cotton candy. I mean, they have bubblegum, apple, blueberry, lemon, raspberry. It's so good. Yeah. And then they have all types of baking. Here, you can do any of these, Erica, or you can, we have a bunch of Mother's Day. sales. You can do 19. I'll do a quick, you want to do, let me do a quick commercial for you. Pans listed anywhere? I should really, I do not. I do not. I will someday when I'm doing this full time when I retire, but right now I'm barely getting these out to you guys. If you click the LINK in my bio, Erica, you can go see my friend Stan. I have a cookbook, a soup cookbook that I'll sign for you and send out. It's beautiful, and it's soups you're gonna love, all your favorites. And then there's also a recipe vault with over 550 recipes in it. It's $5 a month. I have one-on-ones. I have beautiful free downloads, so you can support those. It's great. You'll have a good time there. You can go shopping there, and then my TikTok shop is all my merch. You can get a cup. And it's 20% off with the code MOM, M-O-M. So you can have some fun in there. So these are all the essential oils. I have frankincense. I just grabbed a bunch because I didn't want to be off camera for too long. But you can go to this company and they have all of them certified organic. And this is where you can, for me, I think the environmental burden in your home at the very least is probably the easiest thing to control to start. And then you can start to address your chronic inflammation, your blood sugar stability, all of that, because you can start to look at your food, go organic. And yes, you can make shower bombs. I should teach you guys that one too. I should do a video on that. These were great. It took a few hours, but they're awesome, and you have to cure them for a week before you can use them, but they're wonderful. And we remelt them. We use them more than once. Smell that. And I put like little pine cones in, and these are expensive, but when you buy all the things, you can, it works. You can do it. So, okay. So this is like the functional naturopathic sort of lens. I know, right? Erica, welcome in. Make sure you follow us and get involved. All my replays are on YT. You can also join the Book of Face in IG, all under the Organic Food Movement. There's already a video somewhere on my profile to make these, but maybe one day I'll actually do them on camera with you guys, because I think it's really, it doesn't take a lot, and you're going to spend a ton less money. My husband and I love doing it. Look, this one I have cloves and juniper. And this is what you want filling your air, not plug in things that are emitting gases that we're breathing in. No bueno, right? Guys, if you're not followed us, drop a follow, join us. You'll learn so much, and this is a wonderful community here. We have a great time. Yes, find it, and then I'll eventually do it. Hey, Lauren. Now, from an Eastern philosophy lens, this is a traditional Chinese medicine. They come from a whole other perspective, and I love this perspective, honestly. So they talk about stagnation, dampness, depletion, and a loss of body rhythm. So when you speak of stagnation, your energy is not moving, right? It's just sitting in a puddle, right? Because you're damp. Your institution, your constitution is stagnant. It's not moving. It doesn't feel good. It's think of energy trying to flow, and it's like instead of moving quickly through the body, it's like and it hits a lump, and then it moves, and it hits a lump, right? So your meridians aren't moving. Now, if you have a good acupuncture, if you do those like you can take some of your money out of your paycheck, and a lot of health what are they called? Health funds, HFAs or something, where you could stick money away. Hi, Marquis, nice to meet you. Go ahead and use some of that money for acupuncture. Start moving your stagnation. Dampness. Think about this. When you shower, if you leave a wet head and you go to bed at night, that's going to create a ton of dampness in your body. Wear a sweater. I know for me, sometimes I can be like, from a Chinese medicine perspective, I feel damp. If you are, how do you know if you're damp? If you are sensitive to mold, that's going to create a damp, that's a sign of dampness. If you're always have like a chill, you can almost, when you tune into your body, you can almost feel if you're hot, if you have fire, if you're damp, if you're dry, you can almost feel those things as you start to kind of connect with your body. HSA, thank you, Pittsburgh. Hey, carrots. Gusha to move the lymphatic fluid. Oh yeah, those are good. Even if you don't have that, you can do it yourself. Dry brushing is going to move your lymph. Uh-oh. Are you okay, Robin? I know. I'm giving you a hug. Oh, you're fine. I don't know why I'm making those mad crying faces. So, depletion. We all know depletion. If you are trying to survive in this world right now with the energy that's up here, always hot, it's a curse. So you're fire. Ooh, you're fire, mama. Yeah, it's a curse. You got to make sure you stay hydrated. We should, when I first got on here a year and a half ago, guys, and if you're new here, you're just checking me out. Robin, do you remember the classes I used to do on Eastern philosophy? I got to get back to that and reteach those classes again because they were really good. Hey, Famsy doll, nice to see you. Hey, does anybody? Oh, Robin, you got a friend. They were great classes, and I really dug deep into this kind of information. I got to write this down. Let me write this down. I got to get back to you guys and show all our new peeps. We can talk about this. So part of my education in food, I studied under Anne-Marie Colbin back in the 90s and have done a ton of research on food and healing. And I love this piece. And this is probably my all-time favorite class. This is our Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. kitchen pharmacy class. And I really like to give you this information from a food and healing, naturopathic, sort of medical medium perspective of food and healing, because nobody talks about this stuff and we need it. Because if we don't know how to heal ourselves, how do we do it, right? Okay, so what is PCOS? Let's get going, right? PCOS is a hormonal and metabolic condition, let's call it, where the body produces excess androgens, struggles with ovulation, and often experiences insulin resistance. So it's not simply a reproductive issue. It's really a whole body communication breakdown. Functional medicine sees it as insulin driving hormone imbalance. An insulin driving hormone imbalance. So when you have insulin resistance, that's awesome. And Erica, you might really appreciate then, I did a whole thing on hair loss. You might appreciate being part of the recipe vault because I all of these classes that I do on Wednesday mornings, I upload these packets and I've been doing this for 15 months. And they're pretty much, I don't think I've missed many Wednesdays, and these packets are in there and you can download them. So there's a lot. I did hair loss. I did how to, good natural ways to keep your hair healthy. Talked about rosemary water. There's a lot of stuff. It's $5 a month. Yeah, it's great. It's a great place to start. You found your tribe. Yes, Robin. Robin, we found Erica. Make sure you follow. Make sure you do the Heart Me Trio thing so that you don't disconnect from us, because you will love it here. And then here you can do this too. Join the movement right here. All right. Inflammation disruption signaling, right? And detox pathways are under a strain. What it do, little mama? Hi, Maria. Welcome in. Please follow. Come follow us. You're going to have a good time. We need 5 followers today. We want that. All right. So nice to meet you, Maria. I'm so glad you're here. Come on in. So now naturopathic medicine says the body is attempting to compensate. Systems are working all under pressure. Think about that. All under pressure. And healing is possible when you support this. Hey, April. You're live more than I am, I notice. You are rocking it. Thank you for my heart. Thank you for taking a minute and coming to see us. I'm so happy that you're here. Thanks for the heart. And then Eastern medicine, like we said, kidney depletion, liver stagnation, phlegm, damp accumulation, right? Each lens points to the same thing. The body is not responding properly. It's not that it's breaking. It's not like, don't think of it as breaking down. Think about as we're going to help it respond to all of these things that are happening, all of these imbalances, right? Now, in here, when you get this, hey, Katrina, when you get this, you're going to have this whole kind of flow. And what it talks about is functional, naturopathic. I even put in here Dr. Christina Northrup. She is a wonderful doctor. She's written several books, Women's Wisdom on Health. She really is an amazing doctor. I love reading her work. Eastern medicine and medical medium. I gave you 5 other perspectives than just allopathic medicine. And what I love about this is you can start to do your own research if you've been diagnosed with PCOS and find what resonates with you so that you can actually start to heal your body, right? That's the key. All right, hold on. Hi, June. I'm putting up all these goals today that help the blessing gallery and this number right here. We're gonna work it today. So look, so for functional medicine, it sees PCOS as, so this is how you read this, right? How it sees it: a main root cause, a core food approach, key therapy tools, and a typical avoid list. So this is really wonderful. And you're gonna, if you have PCOS and you download this, you're gonna be able to look at this and find what resonates with you, and then you can work on that from this perspective. So let's pick functional medicine: metabolic hormonal syndrome involving insulin, androgens, and inflammation across the whole body. Now remember, what are androgens? This is really important. In order to understand PCOS, we need to understand androgens. Those are a type of hormone that helps regulate growth, metabolism, and reproductive function, right? And they support muscle growth and metabolism, influence energy and motivation, contribute to bone health, support libido, and they act as building blocks for other hormones, including estrogen. And the number one is, yes, exactly, Lauren. And the number one androgen is testosterone, and women need that. They need a little tiny bit. Okay, so main root cause. This is from a functional medicine perspective: insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, gut dysbiosis, nutrient deficiencies, thyroid and adrenal issues, and toxin exposures. You take that checklist and you go down the list. What can I do for insulin resistance? Well, you can eat lean protein, high fiber, healthy fats. That's simple. Avocado, olive oil, simple. nuts and seeds, fiber, butternut squash, carrots, pears, apples, lean proteins, fish, tofu, tempeh, uh, uh, a nice piece of like lean chicken with the skin off. Ugh, I don't like that, but oops. You know what I'm saying? You got this. You got this. It's that simple. All right. What else? Gut dysbiosis. If you start eating like that, you're going to feel better. Okay, core food approach, and this is going to be the way all the way down this list. Let food be your remedy. That's me. You got me. You found me. Ding, 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 ding. You win. Tell them what they won, Bob. Chef Liz. Whole food, low glycemic, high fiber, balanced protein, fats, and carbs, right? Emphasis on non-starchy veggies and healthy fats. Key therapy tools, functional lab testing, individualized nutrition supplements like inositol, berberine, omega-3, vitamin D, magnesium, and then movement, stress, and sleep. You know, here's the number one thing, and I don't know why people don't talk about this. I've worked with like 3 or 4 people in the last year that are type 2 diabetics that couldn't handle it, couldn't get it under control. And this is what I found out. Here's the secret. You ready? Exactly what we just talked about. Healthy fat, lean protein, fiber-rich food, right? And after every single meal, they got up and walked for 10 minutes. Not run, not jumping jacks, not crazy. Just get off your ass and walk around. Take a basket of laundry and walk upstairs with it and come downstairs. Go outside, walk your dog. All of those things made the difference. Totally made the difference. What is a non-starchy vegetable? Asparagus, zucchini, green beans, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, peppers. Yeah, exactly, adrenaline. Exactly that. Got it? I think for this, for the non-starchy, thank you, June. Love you. Please help June. Interesting. What are considered starchy veggies? So starchy veggies are like carrots, yams, rutabaga, all the roots. Thank you, June, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But those play a role too. You just eat less of them, right? Potatoes, white potatoes, which don't really have a lot of nutrients. Peas, corn, pumpkin, butternut squash, yams, plantains. Those are going to pop your blood sugar a little bit. But then your non-starchies, all your leafy greens. Don't forget your leafy greens, cauliflower, broccoli, cucumber, tomato, peppers, zucchini. I should make a chart for you guys so you know the difference, right? And then your high fiber vegetables, artichokes, that's kind of number one. It's got, I think, almost 10 grams of fiber. in a cup, I think. Green peas, Brussels sprouts, acorn squash, sweet potato, broccoli, kale, carrots, beets, cauliflower, cabbage, spinach, green beans, turnips. Best non-starchy, high fiber veg. This is the one. Are you ready? For zucchini. Oh, we've done zucchini so many times. Hold that thought. Thank you for the follow. What does that say? Twix bar. Love that. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. If you haven't followed us yet, you should be following us. We have a great time here. This is the number one. These are the vegetables you want to eat every day. The non-starchy, high fiber veg. Are you ready? These are the ones that support your blood sugar, weight management, inflammation, and gut health, right? So it's broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, leafy greens like kale and collard greens, green beans, okra. I don't like okra, but I don't eat that one. Hi, Charlotte. Artichokes, leafy greens. Now, the high fiber that sustain good energy. I should make you guys this list. Would you like this? I'm going to do this list as a free download for you guys. In the hold on, let me write this down so I don't forget. Free download. This is going to be the veggie list. Okay. Yes, Swiss chard, mustard greens are my favorite. Okay, so for me, rainbow chard, escarole are my number ones. A and AA. 1A and 1AA. Hey, Chai. Hi, Chai Health. Welcome in. All right, I'm going to make this for you. I'm going to make this list for you, and it'll be a free download. So high fiber starchy vegetables, you can eat them because they're important and they help with inflammation. Sweet potatoes, winter squash, green peas, corn, and pumpkin. Make sure your corn is certified organic because you don't want you don't want genetically modified corn. Okay. Try Health. We sent you an email about cookbooks. You let me know if you ever want them. I will have them sent. So though that's sort of the vegetable list. Does that help you guys? Do you need me to go through that one more time? I'll do it a little slower, or did you get it? And I'm gonna make this a list for you. I'll do that exactly what you said, the starchy, non-starchy. Oh, that list of vegetables. Ooh, that's a good point. That's actually really good. You're talking about the sweet potatoes, winter squash, that group, the high fiber vegetable. That's great. That's great. That's what we want. The non-starches, yes. Easy way to increase fiber. All right. Free download veggie list. Hold on. High fiber, starchy, non-starchy, and then benefits. Last night I fed Dylan white rice, 15 bean and pork chops. I gave them insulin for the rice. What if you do, Tiffy, what if you do the like a short grain brown rice in the afternoon and no rice at night? Like, yeah, I mean, artichokes are like such an underappreciated vegetable, and they're so delicious. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But if you do it sort of before 1 o'clock in the afternoon, see if that helps regulate his blood sugar. You know, there's a new app out. I got to find out the name of it. Everybody's using it in my shop. They put a thing on their arm and they track the blood sugar and spikes, and it helps. so much. Yeah, Tiffy, try that. It might really help. And I mean, little kids, they do a lot of exercise and jumping around and movement anyway. But after they eat, get them outside. Dexcom, is that the app that we're talking about? A CGM. What's a CGM? Libre. Yeah, is that the name of it? It's easy. I kind of feel like that might be the name of it. I think it was like $99. They were my coworkers were saying, and it's been really very telling and helpful for blood sugar issues. Yes, it's like a glucose monitor. It is an amazing tool. I've seen some a couple of the owner of my shop has been using it and he loves it. Yeah, Tiffy, he might do much better if you do those complex carbs and how old is he? I forget. He's little, right? He's young. So maybe like a quarter cup of a short grain brown rice or a brown basmati rice. He's 3. He's a little guy. So short grain brown rice and black beans, but like start with like 1/8 of a cup of each and see how his blood sugar does, and do that at lunchtime with maybe some sliced avocado and broccoli, something like that. I have to tell you, Lauren, I am very impressed with that. I've almost been thinking like I don't have blood sugar issues like that. Sometimes my blood sugar goes low, but I'm thinking as I get older, I'm thinking that might be, I want to at least try it. Yes, an RX, or put it on that the health thing that you guys, the Health Flex account. He has type 1. Yes, but like you said, he still needs the complex carbs, right? Just try it, but go, be near him, because remember, I am just a chef that knows a lot about food and healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a chef. Try it. I want to know how he does. He might do really well. And then after he eats, even like if he's sitting on the couch and he wants to watch TV or something, for the 10 minutes after he eats, get him up and walking around, even if it's 5 minutes, or you play with him, or you do ring around the rosy or some little something to move his body. See if that helps. It might help. All right. Okay, let's keep going. So we talked about, hold on, let me see, where are we at? I don't want to, this packet, just so you know, I don't know how much we're going to get through it. You're so welcome. It's always nice to see you. I love when you're here. This packet for PCOS is about 18 pages of information, and there's recipes at the end too for you to kind of get you started. So keep that in mind. It's really good. Yeah, I have to do a class on type 1 diabetes, especially for kids. You guys are heroes. That is not easy. It's not easy. And if you have, there's birthday parties, and, my kid had a lot of food allergies when she was little, and that was so nerve-wracking for me. Thank God she didn't have diabetes, because I think it would have been, I don't know. I think that would have just thrown me over the edge. And I'm a chef and understand this information. Instead of a cheesecake, add ricotta cheese to that cheesecake. That's going to give you some high protein. It's not easy, Todd. It's not easy. I often think food is like, add ricotta cheese or cottage cheese to the cheesecake. That's going to give you extra protein. cottage cheese with pork skins. Okay, he needs with that because that's a lot of that's like fat and there's protein in that, but he needs a fiber in there. He needs broccoli or green beans, something like that in that meal. You got to balance it with some kind of vegetable. Whatever vegetable you can get in down his pie hole. Leafy greens, does he like to eat spinach? Can you get him to eat spinach? On tic behaviors and Tourette's. Are you talking in adults or children? Like, are you talking for like pans and pandas? I have not done that yet, but I will write that for you. Tic and Tourette's. Give him avocado. That's healthy fats, but you got to find a vegetable that we just talked about on the list. Broccoli, cauliflower, hold on one second. Yeah, for children. Okay, Erica, got you. Yeah, oftentimes those tics come from, let me say this correctly, but it's going to be some type of spectrum sort of thing going on. And you know, sometimes can be, yeah. Yes, appetizing for him. Totally get it. You know, if you got to figure out his texture. What is the texture that he likes and introduce foods from that perspective. Think about that. Does he like creamy, crunchy, crispy, soft, toasty? You know what I mean? And then that's how you introduce vegetables. Is he sensitive to any type of texture? And that's how you introduce it. Does he like creamy soups, chunky soups, you know? And then you can figure it out. Oh, wait, hold on. Where am I? Yeah, magnesium rich foods are going to really help because it's calming. Magnesium is calming to the nervous system. That's like magnesium-rich food is pumpkin seeds. I think that's pretty much high on the list. A lot of nuts and seeds. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, like the leafy greens, nuts and seeds, and whole grains are what are all. But if I try something for Tiff, Dylan wants to eat it too. Oh, it's not bad. Also sensory texture. Yeah, that's what happens. I mean, Tiffy, I for sure. I intuitively, I get it. I totally get it. We've talked a couple of times through here, right? Hey, Connie, nice to see you. Welcome in. Come follow us. Enjoy. Come follow the class. You'll have a good time here. All right. So let's keep going. We're here till like 10:30. Thank you, June. Anybody want to help June? We have to just crush that goal today to keep our fragments. It really helps. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yay. We need 5 followers. I think we need one more today at least. Yep, we're doing good. Ooh, corgis. Thank you. It's bad because Tifton will only eat fried, crispy, crunchy. Dylan can't always have carbs. Yeah. Hi from Indiana. Live from New York. Thank you, Todd. Thank you for my bravos. Yay. All right, now let's keep going because we've only gotten to section 2 of this class so far. Okay, so here's symptoms of PCOS. Every woman has different patterns. Every one of them is different. They come up, they go back, they change. You know, it's going to be a lot different. But here's some physical things that are going to happen. Irregular or absent cycles, acne or oily skin, facial or hair, body hair growth, thinning hair, weight gain around the belly, ovarian cysts, metabolic and internal signals, blood sugar swings, fatigue, cravings, and inflammation. Hey, Casey Ann, how are you today? We're talking PCOS. And then emotional and nervous system patterns, anxiety, mood fluctuations, low energy, feeling disconnected from your body, right? Now, these symptoms speak of, I'm out of balance, please help me, recalibrate me. You know what I mean? That's what your body's saying to you. And you can do that by going through your checklist, right? I'm writing this down because I'm going to add this and reset it. A functional approach asks different questions, root causes and triggers. What is driving the pattern? How do you get to the root cause? So common root drives, right? You're checking for insulin resistance. You're looking at chronic inflammation. You want your inflammation markers. How can you get your inflammation down? Sometimes you might need some help. Sometimes you might need some turmeric, like a curcumin supplement, or a BCQ, a bromelain, curcumin, quercetin supplement that's going to help push the, get your inflammation down a little faster. Not a bad thing to do, right? Yeah, no nightshades. You sent a galaxy? Oh my God, thank you so much. Love you. Look at that number. Guys, if you're here, please help June with that goal. Let's go. All we need is 4 galaxies. That's it. Lots of blessings. Thank you, June. Help June. Help that rock star. Help my rock star gifter. If you're here today and you are starting out, I've learned a lot in the last year and a half on how to work this what do you call it? App. And if you really want to get your content out, and June knows because we show up in the same live, we watch together. We have a little side chat going on when we go in there. But it's the Heart Me Trio, right? It's, if you click on that orange heart in there, it will guide you to the things you need to do to create engagement. You have to be an engager on this app to push your content and push your profile out, right? You have to be what they call a quality engager. So you have to do all the things in your Heart Me Trio, all the things that show up in here. It's comment, put a heart me, you send gifts to your favorite creator, and then you go out and you get a ton of, that's the fastest way to get a lot of engagement points. And then you go out and you find 5 to 8 people that you love and you engage on their content, not hearts, like actually talking, actually texting, actually really truly engaging in content. And it really makes a difference. Huge difference. Thank you, June. So if you guys are up for it and you can help, that's our goal today. Yeah. Thanks, Kath. Thank you. Thank you, Kath. Appreciate that so much. Okay, now, PCOS presents differently in each woman, right? We talked about that. We talked about the emotional. Okay, now, common root drivers. So you're going to check your inflammation markers. You're going to look at gut imbalance. Listen, if you're bloated, if you're constipated, or you go to the bathroom too much, that's a gut imbalance. If you're having terrible mood swings, if you're foggy, if you have brain fog, that's gut imbalance. If you get anxiety, that's gut imbalance. Toxin exposure, we've talked about this like 3 times already, right? Adrenal stress and disrupted sleep. Now, this can be so many things. So it's almost like all these things speak so much of different things. So once you start adding irregular cycle, you look at your hormones, like a lot of blood tests, a lot of clinical, and you need a knowledgeable functional medicine, functional medicine, holistic, naturopathic to really get the right diagnosis for you. Yes, retapping, posting, shares, heart me's, all those fun things. All right. Environmental triggers that you might not be paying attention to. Plastics are endocrine disruptors. Plastics are endocrine disruptors. If you're drinking water out of a plastic bottle, it's disrupting your hormones. If you're using and cutting from a plastic cutting board, if you're using this and you're doing this, and then you're going like this, and you're pushing your food off your plastic board, you have microplastics going into your food. Now, you guys want to hear something that totally freaked me out? And I never, ever thought of it. I can't believe I didn't think of it. And I actually saw this on a TikTok post, and I was like, oh my God, I never thought of this, and it totally freaked me out. And I had to go and change my toothbrushes. Microplastics. Such a MFer. So what I'm going to say to you guys, take a breath. You are not changing all of this overnight. You are not changing this all in a month. You're going to do one small thing every day so that you don't lose sleep, get stressed out, freak out. You cannot, it does not help when you're not feeling well to lose your mind over things, right? Right? It doesn't help. So these are the things that I just want to make you aware, and you put them on a list and you change things as you move through. That's the easiest way, right? It's just such the easiest way. All right. If you guys are new here and you want to know more about us, or you want to join the food movement, I like bamboo. A lot of people love stainless. I get nervous because I don't want to ruin my knives. So I don't really promote stainless steel cutting boards, but that's a very big trend. But for me, it's bamboo. I have thin ones. I have thick bamboo. I like them the most. Cynthia. Good question. Guys, don't forget to drop your heart me's today. Really important, especially if you got a gray heart me by your name, or if you click on that orange thing and you see that it's gray, make sure you drop it. Helps you and us. All right. Environmental trigger, pesticides. So you want to eat organic, one ingredient at a time. Do I have a mini garden? I have a very tiny mini garden. Yeah. So just go up there and drop your heart. That's what, and it will light back up again. I have a tiny mini garden. It's starting to grow, my little plants. Your trial. It wants to charge me $500 to get back on. No, you could do like, I think you could do really small amounts. Let me see. And go offline. Do it for like $3 or $2. I think you can do like little bit. I know that's the hard part, right? I don't know how to recharge. I think, I figured it out. I used to get those offers, but ever since I started having problems with TikTok, they took it away. You know what? If you do this, try health, you might have to, log out and log back in. When I did that, it helped so much. all my stuff came back. Hold on, I'm just taking my sweater off, and you're not allowed to do that on camera. Oh, you know what I don't have on today? Let me put my light on. That's better. There we go. That's better. Hi, Lauren. Welcome in. Hi, Laura. Welcome in. Jump in if you feel like it. Jump in and follow. Yeah, give that a try. It might help. It might like reset everything. I noticed that did it for me, and I got back a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, now. I know, adrenaline. I get so scared of doing that too. And then I text Tyler, and I'm like, Tyler. You're welcome. All right. Yeah, iPhone remembers so much. I know. I forget too. And like I'm going away, and I forgot to like reset all my passwords on my laptop. So when I get done here, I have to reset everything so that I have everything when I leave, All right, so let's talk about, so now from the medical medium perspective, I like talking about him because he comes from way out. But what I love about him, what I love about the medical medium is so many people, doctors, groups are like, he's very extreme. I want to pay attention to that person. Really? What's he saying? Because it sounds like it makes sense to me. So he talks about, he is big on viral load, combined with toxins, stress, reproductive tissues. I believe that. If you smoke cigarettes, if you do vaping or any of those things, that goes directly to reproductive tissue. Mark my words. I've seen that with friends and testing, and I'm like, that makes a lot of sense to me. And he speaks a lot about viral load, a lot about it, like checking Epstein-Barr virus. Everybody should get checked for Epstein-Barr. It is the #1 virus around for people. He talks about it all the time. And it's one of those things that when you have that, it's sort of like the precursor to so many things. And then from an Eastern perspective, again, stagnation is from stress, dampness is from diet, and depletion is from overworked. And PCOS is rarely caused by one factor. It's layered and it needs to be unwound, right? So you're going to make that list, you're going to get all the testing, and then you're going to just go through each thing, check, and do it one thing at a time. One thing at a time, because it's too much. Hey, Gigster, we need one more follower today and 3,000 loves. 3,000 loves and a follower. Yippee. All right. Let's see. Healing framework. Let's go through the healing framework. Let's talk. I've been told there is no real 100% treatment for Epstein-Barr. Isn't it chronic fatigue? Yeah, they're like, I guess they consider it hand in hand. So what I noticed, because I have Epstein-Barr and my numbers go up and down, and they get very high, then they're low. And is PCOS the same as menopause? Completely different. Polycystic ovary syndrome. And menopause is like a natural thing the body goes through. Polycystic ovary syndrome is actually an elevation of your androgen hormones. That's the easiest way to think of it. So it's very different, Casey. And I notice a lot of young women in their 30s figure out that they're going through that. Going through PCOS. PCOS, get a Dutch test. Yeah, that will help. That will help for sure. I think you need the inflammation. Does Dutch test do the inflammation too? If you look at that, if you research that test, it will tell you where the practitioners are too. All right, foods that support healing. Focus on foods that stabilize, nourish, and support the body, right? Non-starchy vegetables, broccoli, kale, cucumber, leafy greens. They're mineral rich. They're very grounding. Berries, low glycemic. Healthy fats, olive oil, avocado, wild fish, nuts and seeds, legumes, and fiber-rich foods. Herbs and spices like turmeric, ginger, cinnamon. Turmeric and ginger. Turmeric is anti-inflammatory. Ginger helps the gut, and cinnamon, actually Ceylon, Ceylon, the Ceylon cinnamon helps your blood sugar. Hi, Nana. Welcome. If you're enjoying this live today, drop a follow. We need one more person to follow today. All right, now foods fermented foods to help with your gut. That's my daughter. And then warm cooked meals are the easiest on digestion. So all of these foods play a role in steadying the blood sugar, reducing inflammation. Everybody said hello. They support the detoxification pathway, and they nourish the nervous system. Now, foods that aggravate PCOS: refined sugars and processed carbs, fried and processed foods, seed oils high in linoleic acid, excessive alcohol, and highly processed foods like snacks, like crappy snacks. Some approaches also reduce dairy, gluten, and eggs. Now, the egg part is about the viral load. You good? You look so cute.
Well, yeah, I have plans for us today. Big plans.
Oh no, there are no plans but packing and getting ready.
That's what I'm saying. Nails, packing.
Okay, but I have about 35 minutes left for my class.
Okay.
All right. I got on late, so I want to finish it. Processed foods trigger everything, but seems that's what everyone eats because they're not hanging out with me, adrenaline. That's all that's accessible, right? You're traveling and you're driving and you pull off and you can only find crap, right? You go into a grocery store, you only find crap. How do you do it? Right. I can't eat processed foods. Me neither. Cheap and quick. Yep. And they are made to make you crave more. Right? For sure. All right, we're almost finished with our goals. We have 35 minutes to rock that goal today. I know you guys are going to help and do it. So if you can, pick something. 100% agree. Yeah. Bring your own goodies. Yes. Oh, look. I'm making it today. You want to see it? Do you guys want me to make this with you today? I got my jar, my airport snack jar. Thank you, Adrenaline. Thank you, Ta. Thank you. Long time watcher. Okay, hold on. You guys want me to do this with you guys? We're going to do it together. This will be our food today because I have no food in the house. I'm not cooking today only because we're leaving in like 4 hours. So I have no what to do with the food. Hi, Robin. Welcome in. All right, so let's see, where are we? Let me see. Blah, blah, blah. Aggravating foods. Removing these often creates a noticeable shift in energy, skin, and cycle regulation. So I agree with adrenaline. It's very hard because everywhere you go, everything is highly processed. So how do you do that? You kind of have to shop. You have to change your shopping pattern. And it really depends on how motivated are you to heal, right? And everybody motivates differently. And I think what I've learned, and June and Robin and, Kimberly and all the names that you see here every time you're in a live, adrenaline. And if I missed a name, I'm sorry. Kath, that's here. You start by one thing. You're on here live and have to leave the country for a few weeks. I know, right? I'm going to be live all the time because I'm not gonna I'm not going to disappear for 2 weeks and then come back and not, you guys, we need to stay together. We need to stay together. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. When you're here with me, you understand, right? The more education you get, the more you become aware, the more you're aware of what you're eating, the more you are, oh, chef said, look, read the ingredients. Oh, how toxic is this plug-in thing that I'm using? What are these ingredients? Right? You start to wake up to the things that you're eating. You start to connect. We go bonkers if you live for 2 weeks. That's so sweet. Hi, Mets. Shop at farmers markets. 'Tis the season. It is, right? And that's what you do. You go through your cabinet. Here's the thing. If you're new here, go to the LINK and the BIO. There's a free download. It's called the Premium Pantry Makeover. And in there is like a guide to take you step by step. Well, Chef Liz says this. I love that, Snickers. You go in there and step by step, it will show you how to, it's that, or we all get tickets to go to Ireland. That's it. We're all flying to Ireland. I'm going to take you through the whole thing. You're coming the whole way. I'm allergic to pepper per Dutch test. I used to put pepper in everything. Adrenaline and I are very big proponents of the Dutch test. You can look at it, you can go research it, and then it will tell you where the practitioners are. I think that, there's all different levels of the test. Mine I did for hormones. It was eye-opening. My adrenal glands are shot, believe it or not. So all the energy you see me running around with all the time is running on empty. But I don't notice. I just push through. That's who I am. The doctor said to me, I can't believe you do how much you do because most people would be in bed. And I was like, yeah, I have no time to be in bed. I went to bed last night at 2:30 and I was up at, I don't even know, 7. No, I got up at 6:45 today. And I was late. It made me so mad, but that's who I am. I can't help it. I'm just going to own it. I'm just owning it. That's it. Wait, hold on. But the pepper helped make my adrenals go bad. Yes, that's what happens, right? Stress, all that stuff. And you knock your adrenals out. Exactly. I have to tell you, if you take an adrenal vitamin, adrenal support, like I take the Metagenics one, I wake up in the morning and I take 2. And I'm like, oh, feel better. I feel like myself. And then in the middle of the day, I take 1 more. And I'm like, I'm good. But I eat pretty damn good. Thank you, Felicia. Kind of. I'm a little bit. But I think that's my constitution too. Like if you saw my mom last night, she was here last night. I made her dinner. She wanted to see us before we left. So we were hanging out. But it's like, and I filled up my entire refrigerator. I just dumped in a bag for her and sent her on her way. I'm like, here, take all this food. I'm not going to use it. She was like, okay, I don't have to cook. Yay. She was so funny. I do. Oh, you saw the video. Oh yeah, my dog. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they were drinking. I did not. That's not my scene. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go get a few more bags. Hold on, and we'll make my thing, but I want to finish our PCOS. Okay, I think I have everything. I'm going to show you this whole big bowl. Nobody leave this page. Nobody leave. You're stuck here. Okay. All right, so we're going to chop some stuff, but let me get a big bowl. All right, so let me do a quick, I want to do a quick commercial break for all my newbies out there that are following or coming through or seeing. We need 1 more follower today to make this work. Look, I got macadamia nuts. It's like, ooh, I want macadamia nuts. I have, excuse me. I got sunflower seeds. Now this is my travel bucket. Cashews. These are onion and salt. Well, it's gonna be like one big jar. We're flying Aer Lingus. Nobody's ever stopped me with this. All right, these are dried pineapple. Oh, I can't go anywhere without my pistachio nuts. I have some in the shell, which I love. And then, oh, yeah, I'm not going to put almonds. I don't know why. I like almonds, but I kind of almond myself out. I'm going to put a little bit more pistachio in here. Ooh, and this is a mixed nut. And then, hold on. Where's my goji berries? Here's my gojis. Yeah, I buy from the bulk section. Wait, I have to go get my shredded coconut. I would rather eat this than the cookies they put on the plane or any of that nonsense, you know? All right, so if you're here for the first time, I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking organic whole foods for the past 40 years. I'm I studied under Anne-Marie Colvin, and I've always studied the relationship of food and healing. It has been very intriguing to me for years and years and years. And my career, I'm the second generation vegan chef out of New York City. There was a group before me, and then my cooking class. And then we went, hold on, I gotta move this. I gotta remirror my, oh, well, I'm gonna talk to you guys anyway. Hold on, I gotta go get shredded coconut. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know where it went, but I found my pumpkin seeds. I don't know where my shredded coconut is. I have big shredded flakes. I'll find them today before I leave, I'm sure. Okay, now, let me mix this. Look. Yeah, I'm definitely putting shredded coconut in here. So I have my goji, ooh, macadamian. Ooh. Oh, good. All right, now I have my dried fruit. This will last me for 2 weeks. I do not put raisins. If you like raisins, do it. I like goji berries instead of raisins. I don't know why, I'm just not a raisin fan. And then I have my dried mango. These are certified organic, no sulfites, no garbage. Love them. Now we're gonna cut these up. This is a good PCOS sort of snack too. All right, so I've been cooking, and then I went to culinary school. When I graduated, I was cooking for, you know, I did private chef work, and then I went to Saudi Arabia and cooked for a year there. I developed for them the Healthy Body Kitchen. Look, see, I do this and I throw this right in here. My daughter's gonna eat this too. She's gonna be like, give me some of this, Ma. She'll eat it. And then, let's see what else. Oh, and then I had a home delivery service for organic prepared meals. And now for the past 22 years, I have been at Nature's Temptations. I'm the executive chef there. And, I come live there from work, in the mornings or when we're doing catering gigs. And then 15 months ago, I came on here to teach everything I know. So if you go to the link in our bio and you go see my friend Stan at the Stan.store, we have free downloads in there for you, a premium pantry makeover. I even have an organic Big Mac. There's all kinds of free downloads. Plus, you can join the recipe vault. It's $5 a month. That is a no-brainer if you are trying to eat healthy and feel good. That would last me a couple of days. You'd be surprised because it's nutrient dense. So it's not easy to stuff this in your pie hole and keep eating. It really isn't. You will totally notice that it will last. Okay, then so you can go there. You can go in the link in my bio. You can get my cookbook. I have a soup cookbook, and it's great. Honestly, if you buy it in the next 2 hours, I will run to the post office and get it. I will sign it and get it in the mail to you today. You have till, let's say, 2 o'clock today for me to put this in the mail. You can get the cookbook's $39.99, and if you want, the cutting board is $85. But for Mother's Day, I'm doing a special $99 for both. You got to email me pie hole. It's a nice Mother's Day gift. So you have till 2 o'clock, and I will keep watching, and I will pack it up and ship it out today. There's also downloads, ebooks on there. You got Beat the Bloat. I just put it on here so that you could do it. And then also, let's see what else. Oh wait, where's the Mother's Day? Where's our Mother's Day? Here it is. Here's our Mother's Day gifts. This will run till the 10th of the month. It's 20% off all our merch, cool shirts, aprons, cups, and you use the code MOM, M-O-M. You can find that through Stan. And then all our cooking classes, our Sunday night cooking classes, I have them posted through September. They're $19. They're usually $25. They're so awesome. Robin can tell you. Who else is here? June is here. They are wonderful classes. You can bring your daughter, your son, whatever, and you can come cook with us. They're Sunday nights. Hi, Alexandria. Alexandria, nice to see you. Come on in. Come follow us. It's great. So you have this and also the all access pass. If you've convinced that this is your place, it's $39 a month now, and you get all the stuff we just talked about. So that's my commercial break. I am here for you long term. All right, so let's get these all cut. I love these dried mangoes. These are Tierra Farms. They are awesome. Everything they do is certified organic. They do all this bulk. They have great sales. They're a fabulous company. I love them. Oh, use the code MOM, M-O-M. Oh, also, I forgot about this. The caraway pot. Freaking love it. It's my new favorite. My new favorite. Use the code Chef Liz. Go shopping. The code Chef Liz. Unbelievable. I'm a fan. Total fan. Total fan. They have all different colors. They are wonderful. Tierra. T-I-E-R-R-A. Tierra Farms. They're out of New York. Their dried fruit's unbelievable. I love it. So now when we're on the road, because we drive 2,000 miles in the week, because we go all through Ireland, I have this. I don't buy junk out. I live on this because it's for me. I don't want to eat junk. I'd rather have this. It's nutrient dense. Is it high fat? Yes, but it's good healthy fats. That's why, like, if I eat a handful, I'm not worried. It's better than, I always say to myself, better than a bag of potato chips. Now, the final thing that I put, look at that. I mean, now this to me is a party mix. Now, if you can't eat nuts, just use seeds, right? Use dried fruit. Now I have pineapple. This is great. And then I put this in a mason jar. Yeah, that's the one. And get on their email because they always are sending, love on the email. Guys, if you can help, we got like 20 minutes left. That will be my going away present. I won't have to stress myself. So feel free to send some love. Feel free. Look at that. This bowl is so good. So you got it? This is going to be 2 mason jars. I'm going to put one in my suitcase. They're great. I can leave for 2 weeks before they melt down. They do a great job. I'm not worried. They do great. And I think Maurice will be around while I'm gone. Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam, I am. And then, of course, I'm bringing my mushroom coffee. I might put that in a mason jar, too. Yeah, they do a good job. Yeah, I'm hoping that he comes. I'm pretty sure he said he's going to be around. All right. Last but very not least, because he's got a long story, but he's just busy. He's got a lot of things going on, and he's got kids. Look, now I'm going to take my allergy-free mini chocolate chips and put a little sweet in here. So now, go like this, and I have all this yum. Sweet, salty, savory, it's got it all. Because I want to pick out the little sweet chocolates. So good. Now, I will take one on the plane and I'll put one in my suitcase. Oh, I have to find my coconut. See? Look at that. That's amazing. That's a snack jar. Now, if you have kids and, and they can eat nuts, if they can't eat nuts, change it for seeds. You could maybe put a little pretzel in here. My husband will eat the pineapple and the mango. My daughter will eat all of it. I just need my coconut flakes. Hold 1 second. Have you guys had these on Reels? Have you tried this? I don't have many left, but they're very good. Look, they're like an M&M, but they have no, they have, it's fair trade milk chocolate, gluten-free. Here, milk chocolate, cocoa butter, whole milk powder, cane sugar, sunflower lecithin. I mean, it doesn't have the organic cane sugar, gum acacia, colored with turmeric, beet juice, spirulina, organic tapioca syrup, and carnauba wax. I like them for a little, you know, something, something. And then look, so it's just a tiny bit of sweet. You know, even if you want to put like a dark square of chocolate in, I don't know where it went. It's going to drive me crazy that I don't have my coconut. I'm sure as soon as I get off the live, I'll go in there and like go through every container, and I'm going to add to this my coconut pieces. I like the big coconut flakes. I don't put the little ones in. I put those big like shavings in, and it's great. And I have everything. Yum Earth has a dairy-free chocolate, M&M type thing too. Yeah, this is it. I don't think this one has, yeah, this is dairy-free. It's gluten-free. Is this one dairy-free? Cocoa, oh, this one has a non-fat milk in it. But they do. I think they even have a peanut one. But this is my treat. This is my go-to snack jar. I put one, I'm gonna put a small one in my what do you call it? I'll put this size on the plane. I might have to put a bigger one on the plane, but I don't think so because it's gonna be nighttime, so. But this is perfect for the plane. And then I don't eat any of that, all the airport food. This is what I do. I like the dark chocolate date chips. Yes. Even banana chips. Maybe you like banana chips and stuff. You know, you could do that. Thank you, Apple. Appreciate that. The macadamia nuts are great. All right. We did foods that aggravate. I know we're only halfway through this. Now, simple meal ideas. We got 15 more minutes. 15 minutes for this love. 15 minutes for one more follow. I know we can do it. Hold on 1 second. Let me update our goals. Let me see what we have. Thank you for being here, Apple. That is such a good snack jar. Honestly, it doesn't get better than that. And you can be creative and put what you want in it. You know? All right, hold on. Oh, here, let me do this. So if you guys want to join the movement or know more about us, that's our services. Hi, Monica. That's our services. And then we're going to get back to working on our stuff. Let me just update our goals. Because I really want to get, I want us to crush this so that I don't have to stress when I'm traveling. You know that stress, that crazy stress. Let me see. These look fun. We did the fire pit. Let's do the fire pit blitzy. And we'll do like, we did we haven't done, I don't think we did Sea Cooper yet. These are fun. All right, these are all big ones, but they're going to get us to our goal. Hi, Lauren. I'm leaving for Ireland in a few hours, but I had to do, this is our kitchen pharmacy class. We do it every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Robin! Thank you so much, Robin. Look at that, guys. That's it. Please help Robin. Please help Robin crush that. You're awesome. All right, here we go. We're going to do it. Now, this is if you go to the Book of Face or if you join my services or join that movement right there, you know, that little arrow, you will get my calendar. And on this calendar is the schedule for the whole month. Every Wednesday morning, we do our kitchen pharmacy class. I've been to Ireland several times. My husband's whole family's here. Yes. Guys, that's it. That's what we're crushing right now, that number. Thank you, Gen X. I so appreciate you. Thank you for that help and love. All right, that's all we got to do. That's like 2 hats of joy. Lauren, thank you for the gummies. Yay! So you can follow along here. There's a little love letter, a free recipe, pictures of some of the food that gets done. You can pick this up. You can get on our email list, or you can pick this up at the Book of Face. This will keep you busy and informed about what we're doing and the class titles. We have all of our Sunday night classes are $19 right now. It's the only class I charge for. Everything else you get here. And then don't forget the recipe vault. Hey, Casey Ann, thanks for the share. I really appreciate that. Those shares help. All right, we're in the home stretch. We got this. We're gonna get our fragment today. I'm so excited. All right, supplements that have supported healing. All right, are you ready? If you know someone with PCOS or if you have PCOS, here's some supplements that have been talked about in, functional medicine circles and for people. Inositol. It supports ovulation and insulin balance. Magnesium calms the nervous system, helps with your adrenals, right? Omega-3s reduce inflammation. Vitamin D supports hormone signaling. Berberine supports blood sugar. NAC supports the detox pathways. That turns into glutathione, by the way. And CoQ10 supports cellular energy. So they're all good vitamins. Herbal support, cinnamon, Vitex. Please use Vitex carefully. Know what you're doing. Licorice root. Don't like to talk about that because, that has, you have to be careful with licorice root. Do not use that unless you're doing it under. Thank you, JC, for the follow. Don't use licorice without being under the care of a functional medicine or naturopathic. And then adaptogens like ashwagandha. These work best when they're layered onto strong food and lifestyle, right? You can't just take vitamins and think they're going to help you. You can't just eat and think it's going to help. You have to do kind of the whole package, and you do it slow, one step at a time. And I'm going to add one more thing to this packet. Yes, those are the services. And that's how you'll get, access to all of it and get on our email and be part of the show. Thank you, JC, for joining. So section 7, lifestyle pillars. You ready? Healing requires a full kind of body thing, especially when you're dealing with autoimmune. Movement, walking, stretching, strength training, yoga, all those things. Stress support, breath work, time outdoors, stillness, meditation, all of those things. Sleep. Do as I say, not as I do, please. Consistent darkness at night. Get rid of your phones. Don't go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I do not do that. That's terrible. It's the worst thing for you. Get your sleep correct. Let's see. Meals. Let's talk about food really quickly. That's going to be the end. Hi, Aunt Kiki. Nice to see you. Don't follow Robin and Chef with their sleep. We are really not good at that. All right, guys, that's the number. 2 hats of joy. That's it. Our hats of joy. Oh, can you guys hear the birds in the garden? I love it. All right. Food. You got your pen and paper out? From a functional medicine perspective, vegetable scrambles with greens and avocado for breakfast. Lunch, protein-rich salad with olive oil. Dinner, wild fish, roasted veggies, sweet potato. Beverages, drink herbal tea. Keep your food warm. A naturopathic approach is oats with seeds and berries and cinnamon, lentil vegetable soup, turkey or a plant-based protein with vegetables for dinner, ginger or nettle infusion. The pot adrenaline is caraway, and the code is Chef Liz. They have all different colors. They're beautiful. They really are beautiful. I was thinking to myself, at 60 years old, I'm very set in my ways of like what I like to cook with. And I'm so glad I was open to this because it's a fabulous pot. I'm not going to be able to show you cooking with it till I get back, but it really is a wonderful pot. I'm really into it. It is very impressive. Chef Liz, you can go to their website and go and put Chef Liz code and you get some kind of a discount. I love it. And it's non-toxic, which fits into our scene here. Adrenaline, it's a very nice heavyweight. It's made really, really well. Look, you can hear it. It's non-stick with non-toxic. I know the color's gorgeous. There's a ton of colors and they're all like in this warm tone. It's non-stick, easy to clean. You've had yours for years now. I'm so impressed. The other thing I love, adrenaline. Oh, I don't care. I don't actually care. I have all different color cookware. I kind of like the multicolor thing. We'll see what it is with the Chef Liz code. Maybe it's better. They're induction. They're a beautiful weight. They do induction, gas, electric, all of it. Propane. You can cook everything on it. And it's a very heavy duty pot. I love it. And it cleans. You don't need, it almost cleans like, what do you call it? Cast iron, even better. So it's not like, you don't have to scrub it. It just all comes out. I just love that. So I would say I'm always like, God, I would love to have, I really want to see if they have a crepe. It's caraway, Caraway, caraway. I've been looking for some that will last a long time. I'm impressed, and Snickers has had hers for years. It's made very well. I could see this. I know this is going to last a long time. I see it. I mean, this pot is heavy. It's like 3 pounds, 4 pounds. It's a really nice. That's it, Kath. And the code is Chef Liz. Hi, Leanne. Yeah. Yeah, you can't use metal. You don't want to use metal on this. I have this. I have wood, but I also got this for my other, like my Le Creuset and stuff. I also got one of these. This I got from Williams-Sonoma. And it's a really nice spatula. It does a good job because you can scrape around the sides, you know. I like that. I love this. It's great. So I use wood in here. I've only used it once. The other day when I cooked with you guys, I used it once. Yeah, it's great. I have to tell you, if you are looking for non-stick, I'm in it. Ceramic, non-toxic. It works my heart. Don't use metal. You don't have to scrub it. Hey, Lee. Oh, Lee, you have it too? Oh, you have the set? Yeah, I just got this one. And I'm going to order more. And they have glass containers, you know, like these things, only in glass. I'm going to buy them. I just love it. Good foods for kidney disease. Well, you know, you have to be careful with magnesium. It depends. I would have to know more. Yeah, the glass lid is nice. Yeah, you have a lot of choices. Yeah, the price is high, but is the Mother's Day sale still going on? I don't think you can ship. You won't get it for Mother's Day now. I think the sale, you know, to get it, let me see, hold on. Yeah, code Chef Liz, yeah. Come on. Come on. Hold on. You know, I feel like sometimes, interesting. What's the actual screenshot website for pans? Yeah. Is it just caraway? Yeah, here it is. Carawayhome.com. Yeah, carawayhome.com. Yeah, and they still have Mother's Day in here. You're just not going to get it in time for Mother's Day. I think they said the shipping, you know, to get it in time for Mother's Day, we would have had to order it, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. And then put Chef Liz in there. I think you get more. Yeah, $9.75. But that's like for $9.75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pots with the covers. That's a very good deal. Because that one pot is $165, I think. They have a huge deep discount right now for Mother's Day. And then the on-the-go essentials, those it's a 22-piece set with complimentary storage. I guess you get like a bin. Yeah, it looks like it. That's 16 piece. Oh, is the 16 piece? Let me see. I see a 12, a 13. My computer's gonna die. Unalive. Sorry, TikTok. I don't mean it. It's just the battery. Calm down. I would say whatever one works is gonna be great. You know, like I mean, that's a lot of 16 pieces. What is it? 8 pots and lids? That's gonna be great. How much is the 16 piece adrenaline right now? I can't find it fast enough. Yeah, you can buy singles. This is just they're showing for the Mother's Day special, but they're single pots. The packaging it came in. Adrenaline, honestly, for non-stick, non-toxic, it's normally 1,600. But buy pieces, even, you know? Like they have a fry pan duo. It's $3.90. Oh, no, that's the 3-1. Where's the 5? For $2.25, you get 2 fry pans. Egg flipping, pancakes. I know that baking treat. I saw that baking set. I was like, I need that. Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff. They have like a little mini saucepan. I always love those little pots. They have a stir fry pan for $145. I have to say, Adrenaline, I'm feeling like they are pretty reasonably priced. And then yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, put my code in, Chef Liz. Makes me want to buy some more. Yay! Love that. All right, guys, we have one more little teensy tiny bit to go, and then I'm out of here. All right, let's see. So you guys, do you have any more questions? They have cast irons. They have a cast iron set. I know. Look, I made another chart for you guys in here. What heals it and what feeds PCOS. So you have a little kind of checklist, and then here's the kitchen pharmacy approach for PCOS. I gave you like what everybody's doing, like what nourish, support, balance, calm, move, and nourish, like all the things that you need to do, sort of as a checklist. Hi, Meryl. And then you have recipes at the end, which I would have loved to cook with you, but I cannot. There's 4 pages of recipes. And then I also gave you, I love Canva. Love Canva. Hold on, let me do this. Right here, I gave you a whole little healing drinks. You got a morning, a midday, and an evening, 2 in each to sort of support your journey. I gave it to him, and I'm also gonna I wanna add one thing to this. So, once you get it one time, you might have to go in and get it again. Wait, there's a note I wanted to add to this. I wanna create a checklist for you guys that you can sort of like checklist through diet, like what do you need to do, and so that it's not overwhelming, because there's so many different avenues, right? You got your adrenals, you got your hormones, you got your environmental toxins. So I want to create a sheet for you that kind of helps you through that. Yeah, they even have cutting boards in that. Cutting boards, they have a bar set. You can become like a caraway, like big time. Thanks, Meryl. I know, I can't wait to take you guys to Ireland. Pack your bags. We're going to Ireland. All right, I'm gonna go. I hope you loved this. If anybody wants to close us out for the day. I'm happy to get that support. I know, me too. We're ready. Safe travels. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you all probably tomorrow morning. Maybe if I'm chill waiting for our flight. Oh yeah, they do have cast iron. That's kind of cool. Yeah, don't forget, use that code Chef Liz for me. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. Sandra, thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. Did you like the notes? Did you listen about, I know I got to go find the coconut. Lauren, did you like my PCOS deep dive? It always means a lot when you give me your approval. Thanks, June. I hope if you are suffering from PCOS, you learned a lot today. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. I will see you guys all soon. I will try and let you know when I'm on before I get on. Bye, guys. Thanks,